If you clicked on this video, odds are that if you've been on YouTube for quite some time now, you've probably came across a lot of very bad dating advice. I remember back when I first started to want to improve this aspect of my life back in late high school, early college, I'd search up videos on oh, how to talk to girls, how to text girls. And you'd see these videos of these red pill type guys, you know the guys I'm talking about, and they'd be saying things like, oh yeah, if you want to get her to text her back, just leave her on red, bro. Oh yeah, women want a guy who shows it they don't care about them as much because that's what makes you an alpha male. And you know what? The problem is that this advice actually kind of does work in a way. Let me explain. So when you act in this way where you're being cold, you're being distant, you're being like an alpha male, it attracts women who are attracted to those types of guys. Because the thing is, a lot of people, not just women, but men too, have what's called an anxious attachment style, where they're attracted to the attachment style of people who show low interest and who are hot and cold. So the thing is, if you behave in this way where you're being cold and being distant, you're gonna attract some women, but you're gonna not attract the right woman for you. Because really think about it, if you wanna attract the right woman, do you think a high quality woman is going to be attracted to a man who's not texting her back, who's leaving her on red, who's acting too cool for her? No. She's gonna think that's complete bullshit and just wanna leave you. So what should you actually do? Well, you should absolutely always treat women with respect. You should do things for her when you go on a date, open the door, pay the bill, do all those respectful things. And I just wanna clarify that I'm not saying that you should be a simp. The difference between a gentleman and a simp is that a gentleman, he's always respectful. He's always being his best self. But if a woman is being disrespectful to him, or a woman is not showing interest in him, he doesn't keep pursuing after her. He doesn't keep chasing after her. If a girl is on a date with him, she's going on her phone, she's, not being very nice to him, she's being rude, he won't be rude back to her, but he'll, pull away from her. Whereas the simp will keep texting a girl, keep going after a girl, keep pursuing a girl, even when she shows that she's not interested in him or she disrespects him. And when in doubt on how to act, the question that you should always ask yourself is, and I know this is gonna sound silly, but what would James Bond do? Because think about James Bond, right? He's a gentleman, he's a great dude, he's, very respectful. But if a woman was being disrespectful to him, or she wasn't showing an interest in him, James Bond would chase after her and buy her flowers and oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? No, he would just go on a CIA mission and go, destroy some drug lord. No, but on a more serious note, James Bond, right? He'd always be a gentleman. He'd always be kind. He'd always be respectful. But also, he wouldn't tolerate people who take his kindness, who take his respectfulness for granted. If someone was not showing an interest in him, if someone was being rude, was being disrespectful, he would just move on and go talk to another girl. And also, another thing that I think you want to keep in mind is let's say, for example, you had a daughter, right? Would you want her to be dating a man who's being disrespectful, who's being rude, who's not texting her back? No, of course you wouldn't. So also, always treat the girl that you're dating the way that you would want your sister, or the way that you would want your, future daughter to be treated by a man. Because every single girl that you encounter, that's the reality of the situation. She has a family. She has people that care about her, and you owe that to her and to the people who love her to treat her in a respectful, kind way. So, if you found this video helped you, be sure to click the like and subscribe button, and also turn on the post notifications so you can see more videos like these. I'll see you for the next video, bro.